So back to the Caro-Kann.
Caro-Kann. Don't tell the Caro what it can't do. I don't know why I just said that, but this is a fun little line. This line with bishop d3 and c3. We're going to get that structure that we've had a couple times, both with white and black, Eric, right? Black is going to play e6 here, which is going to give us the pawn chain that faces the queen side versus whatever white can mount using the e-file as a springboard to the king side. This is a minority attack structure with black having 2 pawns versus white's 3 pawns on the queen side.
Yeah, this line has been in fashion a bit more recently. Even Kramnik is playing this as white, so it's
this bishop d3 line. Yeah, it was recommended to me a few years ago by Jinji as a line that had some bite that people hadn't dove into properly enough. But then right around that time, I became a terrible chess player and stopped using all advice I was given, Eric. So, but all right, but I like white's position here, and look at that king on d8 and a pawn on d5. What happened?
He played king d8 very quickly. Trying to figure out what just happened, but I would say what I'm seeing right now is Wesley is at first it was like Magnus was playing really well. Wesley still needed to improve a bit. Now it looks like Wesley's on tilt.
Yeah,
he's actually like he's finding himself in a lot of lost positions or just terrible openings. And the terrible openings is the last thing you're going to see from Wesley.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
he's really good there.
Wesley So may get outplayed, and as you've said, I think a lot of people feel that maybe he even has too much respect for Magnus. Obviously, Magnus' reputation can inspire fear amongst his peers, but
this is tilt. This is
just bad. Ooh, interesting. Look at that move, everybody. Points out that this bishop is poisoned on b5. If you take it, Magnus will take with the knight, take on d6, and crash through on e5 eventually at the end of that line. So,
and it's no surprise tactics.
What's going on? What does he have? Oh, he has knight f3 check, maybe? No,
he's lost.
He's just completely lost here now.
So because even here, he has his fork, right?
Right.
But even if you win that rook, I really don't like this position. I'm expecting a move like bishop g3, but yeah, this was his idea. Magnus missed it. I missed that first, but the problem is that king on d8. Having a light square bishop, I think, is more important than trying to retain some other material.
Yeah, white should just play. He played it before I could say it. Bishop g3, have the knight on d6, and white already has a pawn for the exchange. Here comes knight b3, knight c5.
Yes, knight b3, knight c5, or put the knight on d4. You need to contest those dark squares very quickly as
Okay, that's a good move. I mean, that's the way you contest the dark squares. Start by trying to eliminate the bishop. Ooh, but is there knight b3? I thought there may be knight b3, knight takes g3, and knight c5 intermezzo, Eric, but okay, Magnus isn't interested in that. Is that knight on d6 trapped after rook a6 or king e7? Ooh, he finds it. I think that knight on d6 has wandered too far from home.
Yeah, this is a random position to blunder in, but it looks like this is actually happening.
It's a hard blunder easy blunder to make. Magnus kind of shaking his head there. I think he's like, oops, the knight is lost.
No, he's blundered.
Yeah,
that's just Carlsen making a couple blunders here. Still not game over. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even see knight c4, rook d1 as a chance to keep it live. That's why Magnus is
he's going to play maybe rook d4. And he has this idea that after rook d4, rook d8, there's maybe queen g5 check. So I'm expecting rook d4 here. He's going to keep this queen g5 check in his pocket. And I have some ideas with that. But I'm not like, yeah, you're down a rook. Okay, this also works. But yeah, like... this was more of a case of Magnus blundering, but that's sometimes what you need. Usually, you can't count on it. Let's see, Wesley.
That was the right rook to bring to d8, everybody. Yeah, and.